is Muhammad Zairuddin. I'm from Polytechnic Melima, Malaysia. For introduction, a pneumatic power exoskeleton for agricultural worker is a device that uses compressed air to enhance strength and reduce physical strain during demanding tasks. It features pneumatic actuator for lifting and ergonomic design for comfort and mobility, and lightweight material to minimize fatigue. Benefits include increased productivity, injury prevention, and improved endurance. However, challenges include high costs and the need for maintenance and training. Overall, it offers a promising solution to enhance safety and efficiency in agriculture.
So now I want to explain about this pneumatic exoskeleton for the hand. So the first part is the top frame. This is for the main frame, like this. This is the main frame, and then the second is this. This part is used for connecting the piston and the hand frame, and then we can continue to the piston. This is the piston, and then this is for the hand frame, and yeah, it will connecting with pin. Every part it will be connecting with pin, and then from the piston it will connect to the frame and then to the hand. This is the place for your hand. Okay. I think the right and left is same design, so I don't need to explain again. And then oh yeah, for this, so this is the spear. It used for the to hit the palm oil. And then in the back we have the is used for to place your pneumatic system like the compressor, the valve, yeah, and the other. And you can adjust the height, on here, yeah, of frame in here. So the mechanism is when you hit the palm oil, and then you can press the button. So the button will send to the piston to up. And yeah, when you click the button again, it will move the piston to the strike position for the frame on your hand. So I think it will can make easier for the palm oil farmer if you use uh, wheelbarrow. And then it can be easier again if you use maybe a conveyor to bringing the palm oil to the truck. So I think it can be more effective if you use a belt in here, and the left hand too. Why? Because it can adjust your size of your hand. So I think it can more effective. And then maybe we can put a belt in here too, because it can binding your body, and then it can adjust it can adjust size of your body. Okay, that's all for my explanation.
Okay, this is the frame of the exciton of the foot. Previously, I want to say sorry because I only drew the left frame, because for the right side, I think same as the design of this left foot frame. Here, we can see that there is one piston in addition to the frame that is useful for providing a force and pressure so that the feet can support the body to lift oil palm. And now we can focus on this part. This is hinge, or we can say angsal in Indonesian. This is used for connect to object so that it can rotate or move to each other. For this mechanism, it may be up and down. We can see that so many pins and bolts in here. This function is you need to separate it. There's for unite. There's for unit to separate object into one unit, but can still be separate again easily. Maybe the lecturer will ask if this framework is floating. Actually, what I want is that there is a belt that bind the feet with a frame, so it will be more safety because the belt will unite your leg and the frame that will not be separate, so that will be more safety that I recommended to use a belt. Okay, I think that's all that I can explain about the leg frame.
Okay guys, thank you for the time and the attention. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So the next part is ergonomy in the design of an exoskeleton for lifting oil bundles. When designing an exoskeleton specifically for lifting oil bundle, ergonomic principles are crucial to ensure that the device enhances user comfort, efficiency, and safety. Number 1, user-centered design. Anthropometric consideration. The exoskeleton must accommodate various body shapes and sizes. Measurements and the measurement of the target user population ensure that the device fits comfortably and allows for natural movement. Adjustability. Features such as adjustable straps, customizable frames, and modular components allow users to tailor the exoskeleton to their unique body dimension and preferences. Number 2, natural movement facilitation. Joint alignment. The design should promote proper alignment of joint, mimicking natural body mechanics. This helps prevent strain and discomfort during lifting motion. Range of motion. The exoskeleton should allow full mobility without restricting the user movements, enabling them to bend, twist, and reach as needed while lifting. Number 3, weight distribution. Load management. An effective exoskeleton redistribute the weight of the load from the arms and the back of the to the legs and hips, which are stronger muscle groups. The alleviates pressure on vulnerable area, reducing fatigue and injury risk. Balance and stability. The design should enhance stability, ensuring that the user maintains balance while lifting heavy items. This can be achieved through a lower center of gravity and wide support base. Number 4, comfort features. Padding and material. High quality padding and breathable material improve comfort during extended use. This feature help prevent chafing and pressure points that can lead to discomfort. Weight minimization. Using lightweight material for the exoskeleton reduce the overall burden on the user, making it easier to wear for a long period without fatigue.
Functionality in the design of an exoskeleton for lifting oil bundle. Load bearing capacity. Structural integrity. The exoskeleton must support significant weight, ensuring durability under the load of oil bundle. Weight distribution. A well-designed load distribution system reduces strain on the user body. Pneumatic or electric actuation. Power source. Utilizing pneumatic actuator can provide strong lifting capabilities while keeping the device lightweight. Control system. Intuitive control allow user to adjust assistance level based on the weight of the load. Ergonomy. Adjustable feet. The exoskeleton should be customizable to fit various body types, ensuring comfort during prolonged use. Natural movement. It should allow for natural body movement to minimize fatigue and enhance user efficiency. Safety features. Emergency stop mechanism. An easily accessible stop feature ensure for user safety during operation. Sensor integration. Sensor can monitor load, weight, and body movement, preventing over-exertion or misuse. Durability and maintenance. Material using robust, lightweight material, carbon fiber or aluminum, ensure durability while reducing the overall weight. Ease of maintenance. Components should be easily accessible for maintenance and repair to ensure longevity.
Okay, so for safety, in designing a pneumatic powered exoskeleton for lifting heavy loads like oil bundle, the safety factor is critical, measured as the ratio between the maximum load the system can handle and the expected load. Key consideration include load assessment, selecting material that can withstand at least 200 to 300 kg if the maximum load is 100 kg, and ensuring the reliability of pneumatic component with a safety factor of 1.5 to 2. The design of joint and actuators should accommodate peak loads and safety feature for user, including emergency shut-off system must be incorporated. Rough testing is necessary to validate safety under real-world conditions, ensuring the exoskeleton operates safely and minimize risk to user. For the conclusion is, a pneumatic powered exoskeleton designed specifically for agriculture worker, particularly oil palm worker, offers significant advantage in enhancing productivity, reducing physical strain, and improving overall safety. By leveraging pneumatic technology, the exoskeleton provides the necessary support for lifting heavy loads and performing repetitive tasks, which are common in oil palm harvesting. Its ergonomic design ensures comfort and facilitates natural movement, while a robust safety feature protect user from potential injuries. Furthermore, through testing, the adherence to safety standards are essential to ensure reliability and user confidence. Ultimately, this innovative solution can perform the working condition for oil palm worker, promoting efficiency and sustainability in the industry.
Hello guys, my name is Tia.
My name is Muhammad Ibrahim.
We will explain about our project in pneumatic fluid sim.
So now I will explain the pneumatic fluid sim. The first is from the compressor. The compressor is responsible for drawing in air from the environment and compressing it into high pressure air. This compressed air is then stored in a tank before being used in the pneumatic system. And then after from the compressor, it will send it to the air service unit. The air service unit, it is consists of several components that prepare and process the compressed air before it is delivered to the system. And then from the air service unit, it will send to the all valve like V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. And for the mechanism is from the air service unit, it will send to the V1. The V1 is like a button. It has a lever. So the V1 is lever. The lever is like button in the tombol. So when you push the button, it will move the piston to the forward. And when you click again the button, it will move the piston to the backward. And then from the V1, it will send to the V2 and V3. The V2 and V3 is for control the forward piston. And then from the V2 V3, it will send to the X1 and X3. The X1, X2, X3, X4. This is for the X is for control the speed of piston. This is a one-way flow control valve. And then from the X, it will send to the piston. The name is P1 and P2. And then for V4 and V5, it is for control the piston to the backward. So if you want the piston go to backward, you can control in the V4 and V5. Our fluid sim pneumatic of our project, and this is the implementation of Modulus in our project.